Hi guys, Laura here for my week, do I have my notes? Week 23 update. Hair's all messy. So my numbers, last week I was 225.2. This week I'm 226, so that's a gain of 0.8 pounds, or pound, or whatever. So less than a pound, well, almost a pound. Last week my body fat percentage was 40, and this week it's 39. So my body fat went down, but I gained weight. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know. I guess that's good. Bad. I have no idea. Let's see. I was doing my percentage of how much weight I've lost since surgery. How much I've lost 75 pounds since surgery, and I divided by how many weeks I have, and so that's 3.26 pounds per week. So I know I did a lot of my losing in the beginning of the journey because I was on liquids and stuff. So, but that's pretty good. I mean, an average of 3 pounds, it's pretty good. You know, am I happy to see a gain? No, of course not. That goes into one of my topics that I have down at the bottom, but I guess I'll talk about it now, is not trusting the scale. I've been having this issue. I normally weigh on Tuesdays. Actually, I used to weigh on Fridays. Then I started weighing on Tuesdays for some reason. I guess I want to do it after the weekend so that it gives me some accountability over the weekend and be like, okay, I messed up on the weekend, you know, and this is why. Try not and do it again the next weekend, I guess. But I have this, like, a little bit of an obsession to step on the scale on Monday, and then by Tuesday, you know, not necessarily trusting what the number says. Like last Monday when I had lost like 3 pounds in a week, the day before I stepped on the scale, it was only like I lost 1.5 pounds. So I was like, 3 pounds? Are you kidding me? That's no way. So I guess there's a part of me that's not trusting the scale, and I mean, I'm happy that my body fat is down, but I'm not happy that my weight is up, so I don't know what that means. You know, there's a scale at my gym, too, that I was thinking about using instead. But I normally weigh in the mornings, and I don't go to the gym until the nighttime, so I want to be my lightest I can be, I guess. So I don't want to have eaten all day and then weigh myself. But anyway, yeah, not trusting it. I don't know if anyone else out there doesn't trust this scale, doesn't believe what the scale says. Not that you don't believe, but it's just like, I guess if you step on it multiple times during the week, you know, how much do you believe what your scale says? I guess that's what it is. The reason possibly for my gain this weekend was sugar snacking. Snacking on things that are sugary. Like I had M&Ms and chocolate bars and just things that had sugar. It was just in the house. My husband and I went to the movies twice this past weekend, and so I bought candy for the movies, which I shouldn't have done. I'm trying my hardest to replace my snacking with water, or my sugar snacking. It's a hard concept because, you know, that sugar, it gives you that, like, rush. To replace it with water is kind of hard. I guess I had talked before about not depriving myself, but this weekend I overindulged. You know, I didn't just have, like, one little, you know, handful of M&Ms. I had, like, the whole bag. So, and I didn't feel good after eating it. I didn't. You know, my stomach has this strange reaction. I don't know if this happens to anyone else. I'm a vertical sleeve gastrectomy patient, post-op, and I have things with, like, bread. Like, if I eat too much bread or stuff with breadiness in it, like I had a chicken tamale the other day, and the masa, really, like, messed with my stomach. It makes me get this, like, really heavy feeling in my stomach, and it's just like, I have to sit there. I mean, it's a bad feeling. It doesn't feel good, but I still do it. And so if I eat too many sugary things like M&Ms, like ice cream, I'm okay with it because it slides through, but like really condensed sugary stuff, like M&Ms or Reese's Pieces, even if I eat too much of a candy bar, I can feel it in my stomach and it's really heavy. And I don't know if any other vertical sleeve patients have that feeling. You would think it would make me stop, but it doesn't. I just kind of let myself, okay, relax, wait about an hour, and then have some more. It's like I'm not learning healthy. I mean, I don't know, I'm eating smaller portions, which is good, because I have to. I'm exercising because I have to. But am I really learning to be different? Not really. And that kind of makes me sad now that I think about it. It really does. Somebody asked me today, who doesn't know that I had the sleeve? Oh, wow, you're looking so good. And I said, oh, thank you. What are you doing? And I told him smaller portions and exercise, which is true. But I also had surgery. And why did I tell this person? Because they're kind of an acquaintance. I see them at work. I don't really, sit down and, have deep conversations with them. So I don't necessarily think they need to know every single thing. I don't want to be like, I guess when you tell people you had surgery, they're like, oh, okay. They look at you with like, oh, okay, that's why. Not that I'm doing work. I mean, what would my life be like if I wasn't exercising and all I was eating was ice cream? I probably would be gaining weight. I would have lost weight, but I'd probably be still in, I don't know, 350s or whatever. I wouldn't be in the 220s. So I'm doing work. I'm just not working as hard as I could. And I think it's going to be a mental switch for me to change that, because I don't know why it's not working right now. Maybe it's the holidays. I'm thinking of my parents. 2 years ago on December 21st, my mom died. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. As some people might say, excuse. But emotionally right now, I'm just like not into it. I mean, I work out, which takes me into my next thing. I'm using this thing called an adaptive motion trainer, AMT, instead of running. Those are the two that I do. Depending on if a treadmill is available, then I'll get on a treadmill and I'll try and run for at least. I was doing distance, trying my hardest, but distance is really hard for me, so I just do time. I try and run for at least 20 minutes, if not 25. So I try and do that. And if those aren't available, and I really don't want to sit and wait for 20 minutes when I could be exercising, I go on this thing, and it's kind of like a cross between an elliptical and a Stairmaster. That's kind of what I say. It really works out my upper thighs and my butt back here. Let me see if I can show you. Like right here. Right here where my butt meets my thigh. Sorry for showing my butt. But that's where it really works me out. So it feels good. It gets my heart pumping. I'm like going. And it's a machine where you can do really long strides or little shorter ones or really short ones to work your thigh like a Stairmaster. But as far as, let's see, going back to the other subject, I was watching Biggest Loser the other day, and I was seeing these people and how hard they've worked and how big they were, and thinking, I wasn't even that big. That could be me on that show. I could be that person. And it kind of made me want to cry, because it made me think about how much I didn't try before. Not how much I did, how much I didn't. I'm going to tell the truth here. Me, like many other people, didn't really try very hard to lose weight. And so, yeah, I chose the easy way out, as some people might call it. It hasn't been easy. No, it hasn't been easy at all. Going through the pain of relearning my body, bowel movements, not easy at all. But I never yo-yo dieted up and down. I would try and do smaller portions. Didn't like it. Wouldn't continue doing it. So it makes me look at these people and wonder, one, I'm so proud of them for succeeding. And two, I wonder how many of them are going to go back. I really do. Because it happens with the sleeve, it happens with the lap band, it happens with gastric bypass, it happens with just dieting. You go backwards. So that's my rant and rave for this week. Comments, questions, concerns, anybody out there? Any questions you want to ask me. Thank you so much to my new subscribers. I'm getting a lot of them. If I had the time or even had the chance to remember all of you who've been subscribing, thank you. And I enjoy watching your journeys, and I hope you enjoy watching mine. I'm going to do a little stand-up shot right now. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm balancing this on something. Hopefully. Let's see. So this is me. I have a really baggy shirt on. This is me, but let me tighten my shirt so you can really see. 23 weeks post-op. Tighten my shirt this way. My arms you can't really see, but they're pretty saggy. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.